The KJH and Julie Show!
Now everything is in place. Our royal babysitter, Jellybean Stalker, is castle sitting, and now we have our 2 royal bodyguards protecting us on the way. And no more stopping at the witch's house for candy.
Like the last time this happened. Remember that, Princess Daydream? Yes, I remember, and it was terrifying. I should have listened to my brother.
Yeah, you should, even though we should have made it to Unicorn Valley safely. And Prince W, why are we visiting your aunt? So that she can train me to become a monster fighter. A monster fighter? Why monster fighter? Me and my sister was the heirs of the Torlandria Kingdom. The Torlandria Kingdom? What's that?
It used to be a kingdom, but it no longer exists.
That kingdom was occupied by a bunch of monsters. But how? It all starts a long time ago. Torlandria was a kingdom that is peaceful and bright. Everybody was living their ongoing life until a bunch of monsters appeared, terrorizing our peaceful kingdom, making everyone fear for their lives. Until one day, my grandfather, who was the 3rd king of Torlandria, goes up against the monsters, along with his 2 sons, my uncle and my father, who would fought together against the monsters, restoring peace to the kingdom, and everyone cheered for them. They continued on with their bravery until one day, my grandfather got sick and he died, giving the throne to my uncle, who was my father's eldest brother. They 2 fought together until a monster came and had my uncle killed. My father was terrified to see this, so he buried his brother and was crowned the new king, and now he has to fight against monsters all alone. But he wasn't happy until my mother appeared from another world, telling her sad story that her people treat her badly for being different, all because she only has one ability. She can bring toys to life, so my father welcomes her to his castle as a guest, and there she was treated royalty, and she felt happy about it. Then she shows the kingdom her abilities by making a doll for a sad child, bringing the doll to life, and making the child happy. She does this to the rest of the other children, and my father saw that she is something special. My father married her, and she becomes the queen. Then my mother made me and my sister and brought us to life with the power of light. When we were alive, we were running around being playful. My mother would bake cupcakes for us and we would like it, and my father would tell stories about how he defeated a bunch of monsters, and I felt like that maybe I can be like him when I grow up, to fight a bunch of monsters and never be afraid. We were all one big happy family until one day, army of monsters was crossing the Torlandria borders, and my father felt terrified. He told us that he has to fight the armies, and he promised that he will train me when he gets back, but he told me that I have to look after my mother and sister, and that I promised my father. For my father, he never came back, all because he was killed by a bunch of monsters and died. I was sad when I heard the news. The next day was my father's funeral, and it was sadder, all because my father never got a chance to train me to become the fighter. I was about to become the next king until that monster enters, making himself the new king, forcing my mother to marry him. My mother refused at first until he threatens to eat her and her children if she refused. My mother was left with no option. Then later, that monster marries my mother, and at night, that monster ate my mother, and it was bad. Me and my sister escaped the castle, and then we collected a bunch of residents of Torlandria, and we all escaped. It was so sad that I ended up seeing my mother dead, and the kingdom of Torlandria becoming the kingdom of monsters. We all fled to the new kingdom that had a bright light, and the kingdom of Dolltown was discovered. We stayed in Dolltown for as long as we can, but the other dolls see their parents or owners growing up, growing old, and now they are left alive. Left alive? How is that possible?
We're magical dolls. We live forever.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but whatever it is, I'm sorry for your loss, Prince W. That's obviously okay, but at least I have an aunt that can train me. How did you have an aunt? My grandfather had a sister, and his sister married the king of the Fancy Kingdom, and then later on my aunt, Queen Omegia, was born. I'm sure she learns monster fighting skills from her mother. Well, I guess that explains. One thing to note is that you have to be on your best behavior. Show her some manners, for my aunt is clearly mannerism. Okay, Prince W, I'll be practicing my curtsy. Do you know how to eat with a knife and fork? Yes, I do. Well, that's good for you to know your manners. Okay, well, I guess I'll try my best.
I'm sure we'll have the best day ever, as long as we don't mess things up.